Hey, this is Scott. So, real quick, I'm going to walk over the how to gather the intelligence phase for Task Force Raven. There's a few questions, and everyone has developed their own ways of doing it, and I'll show you how I do it on the table, at a convention, or here at the house, or even working online. You can use this setup. I'm using Foundry. So, here in red are all the different intelligence disciplines that the operators will have access to during the deployment phase when they're heading out. They've already gotten their warno and they understand what's happening. The blue down here are the topics of concern or the areas of interest. So what happens is you use every operator, you let them choose one type of intelligence, and they're going to use their personal skill to interpret that data that's coming in. So if you have a case officer, the case officer isn't going out and collecting this information. The case officer is going to analyze humans, and they can choose either the persuasion kind or the intimidation kind, basically interrogations or interviews. And each operator gets that choice. They're going to make it most likely based on what they're really good at, and they're going to make the roll. If it's a success and raises, uh, you then ask them, okay, well, you got a success on tradecraft. What do you want to know about? And then they'll pick one of the areas of interest, and you can begin giving them pieces of information. And yeah, you become a little creative, but that is what it is. That's the nature of the game. They're going to want to know something specific about one of these topics, like Satan and the occult. Normally, people think that doesn't go well together, but you could say, well, on a success, yeah, there is known outages in a certain area, if that's something you have set up, or there are certain times when electronic systems really don't work, or there was this chant recorded and no one could make sense of it, things like that. On a raise, you're gonna give them a little bit more information on it. You can start narrowing that in, and yeah, they can roll a lot of raises, and you can really just give as much information as humanly possible. They can use a Benny to re-roll a failure unless it's a critical failure. The problem with that is, and you need to remind them that any Benny spent to re-roll one of these, that Benny is gone and it does not refresh the beginning of each session. That is considered lost for the mission. So it becomes a real game of give and take. But that's pretty much the essence of intelligence gathering in a nutshell, taking place during the deployment phase. Thanks. Stay frosty. See you next time.